Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. What is male gender? So today, after getting some valiant requests from a certain someone, I have decided that I'm going to patch out Toadman today. So, first things first, do not do what this window says and make a patch file, okay? Patch files are disgusting and nobody likes them. What you want to do is open the class PK3 and then save it as a different type so that way no patches will be made available. So, first things first, we're going to open up his actor right here. Now you're seeing this dirty fucking outdated patch where they add index coding and comments. You're not going to do any of that. We're going to keep all the code flooded right to the back so that way we can maximize the efficiency of our coding. So, as said before, we're going to start coding for Toadman. The first things first we have to do is to allocate his weapon to use reload at any time, regardless of ammo checks. So let me just put allow reload here. There we go. Nice and beautiful. Now, what this will allow us to do is so that once you press a specific key in this weapon actor, it will go to the reload tab instead of main and all fire. Now, first things first, we have to also... You see, because I added that allow reload command into the weapon ready state, Toadman can now use the reload state at any time, in which we are going to replace it so that he fires toads. Ew, but wait MGO, he replied. Don't we have to create the projectile first? And I say yes, you are absolutely right. So, what we are going to do is to go back to the weapon actor and get the projectile from Maestro's coding, which should be right about here once we save the changes. Maestro shot, perfect. So we're going to copy paste that, go back to Toadman's actor, and put it in the wrong order of other actors that are already existing, like ammos, inventories, and other projectiles. So we're going to name this Toad Shot, put a little XD in there just to be more specific. Okay, do you see this TNT1A2 actor here? That means that the projectile will go invisible for 2 ticks before showing its actual projectile. So we're going to delete that and replace it with TNT1A0. That means it will be invisible for 0 ticks, and spawn won't screw it over because it likes checking over TNT1A0 for some reason. And now we need to replace the BUSTT1 line with Toadman's actual lines. But wait, I'm a coder, not a spriter. Where am I gonna get Toad sprites from? So, what we do here is go back to his base actor, which is the player actor that he will be using. Alright, see this? Toad BCDE. That's his walking animation. We're going to make that play really fast for his projectile, because he's going to be shooting some really fast projectiles. And in order to do that, we're going to make it 1 tick per loop, and then make it loop always. Now, the next thing you want to do is to delete the translation from this projectile, since color codes are for noobs, and if you're a pro Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch already, you should know which team the projectile came from by heart. We also have to change the damage type from Buster to I am very cool. That's the secret actor that allows it to be very good at what it does. And the obituary, do you see this code here? It means nonsense. We're gonna replace it with the best name ever. Don't blame me, blame him. He told me to write that in the obituary. Next thing we have to change is the damage, radius, and height of the projectile, along with its speed. The damage it does is 10 per hit, meaning that you have to hit somebody 10 times if they have 100 HP as a base to kill them. That's minuscule, so we're going to change it to 99999. Because nobody wants to aim in this game anyway. We're also going to change the radius and height to 64 and 64 respectively, to make sure that the shots are really good. We're also going to change the scale to 5 to emphasize on how epic it is, and change the speed to 1000. So, once we're done with that, do you see this death state? That means that it will show the sprite for 1 tick and then stop completely. Since whatever Falco put in his request told me that he wanted it to explode many times before it dies, we're going to go ahead and go to Bombman's actor to get hit whatever he uses for the explosions. Bingo! Alright, play sound, spawn item EX, and change no gravity with stopping as well. That's exactly what he detailed, so we're going to go back to the projectile in Toadman's actor and then slap that onto the dev state. Hold on, this only activates once. He wants it to do it 10 times. So, instead of just looping it with inventory checks, we're just going to bloat the code by spamming this over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. With the projectile out of the way, we can start working on a reload state right now. So, normally this would be where I ask for Spriter to make a Buster sprite, but they're apparently busy. So, there's nothing wrong with a little improvisation. This is where we go to Mega Man's actor. Or rather, Maestro's, because he has a simpler one. He is a useful fella, isn't he? So, this is going to be his firing animation. We're going to take that and then put it in a reload state of Toadman. So let's put that here. And then, instead of using team inventories to make them team colored, we're just going to fire a custom missile. There we go. Because nobody likes team colors anyway. We also have to change the name from the CI to Toad Projectile EXD. I actually forgot the name of it, but there's nothing wrong with renaming the projectile itself. So let's go back to it and code it right back in. Oh wait, silly me. I've been putting the reload in the wrong item. How could I make such a simple mistake? We are actually going to put this back in the actual weapon actor. Hoo hoo, boy, I sure missed a bullet there. And now, once that is done, we can plaster this with a go-to ready too, and we can see the magic happen. So, once you have saved everything, you're not going to rename it, but rather just name it, so when you actually try to join the server, you will get an MD5 error. Now, we have to load this into our actual game loader and watch the magic happen. And now, watch as our hard work pays off. I hope you enjoyed this special recording of me doing very important work for Falco, and I will see you next time.